Hi there, good morning and welcome to Wapra Farms. It's a beautiful day out here and I am so excited. Our roses are coming along beautifully. So we've got quite a large selection of roses. I am not going to talk about all of them because this would be a really long video. And so let's just cut to the chase and talk about some of the new ones we have and some of our favorites. So as many of you know, we grow the Weeks roses. We've done this now. This is our second season growing with Weeks. And this is one of the brand new ones that we have this year. This one is called Rock and Roll. Now, Rock and Roll is a grandiflora. And so what does grandiflora mean? Grandiflora means that it's going to have clusters of flowers at the tip. So it's going to be like a bouquet when you cut one stem. You're going to have several rosebuds at the top. They are going to be a larger flower than like your Floribunda. Blooms all summer long, like all of our other roses, but yet spectacular color and definitely something a little more unusual. Now, the fragrance on all of these is pretty strong. You're going to get some nice smell. One that was new for us last year, if you like the dark pink, pinky purple, is Twilight Zone. And Twilight Zone is going to be a grandiflora as well. Nice height, great color. We're going to walk back here to another new one. This is a grandiflora this year. This one's called Pop Art. And it's kind of got the look of the old English roses. Beautiful colors. It's going to be a real lacy, many-petaled, blooming rose. So that will make a lovely addition to any rose garden. And of course, who does not love Rosie the Riveter? As you know, Rosie the Riveter was named after the women's movement during World War II. Fantastic addition to any memorial garden, any rose garden. Beautiful fragrance and fantastic colors. Another rose in our collection of unusual is called Neil Diamond. Again, Neil Diamond is going to kind of be the pink and the red. Every bloom's going to be different. Some are going to have more of the white coming through with a little bit of that red. Every rose is going to have a different look to it. One of our very popular ones that we usually sell out of early is Ketchup and Mustard. The back side of each of these petals is going to be a yellowy mustard colored, hence the name, with the gorgeous dark red. Definitely a red, not so much the orangey red. Beautiful rose. Again, many of you love the look of those English roses. David Austin often comes to mind when we think of English roses. But some of the David Austins, they just don't have that great fragrance, or they don't bloom for a very long period of time. So this year we're doing more of the roses with that English look. These are going to bloom non-stop all summer long, give you great fragrance, give you the look of an English rose, but in the body of something that's going to bloom for a longer period of time. So this one here is Forever Amber. Gorgeous, pale peachy color with a darker center. Lovely rose. Another one of Oranges Intercolor is All Dressed Up. Definitely that pastel-y pale pink. Not the Pepto-Bismol pink, but definitely a dusty color. So it's going to have a great color. Even if you're not a pinky pink person, this is definitely a beautiful rose in more of the pale pink shades. We've got Chantilly Cream. We've got Fragrant Cloud. We do have the old style, maybe you grew up with, Double Delight. Who doesn't remember Double Delight? If you're a rose person, everybody loves Double Delight. Beautiful, fruity fragrance, holds up really well. And now this is going to be a hybrid tea. So a hybrid tea is one that my dad prefers, and it's one that he only buys, is the hybrid teas. A lot of you are similar to that because you like the idea of a long stemmed rose with just one flower on top. And that's going to be what your hybrid tea does. One rose at the top of each of these stems. Long stems and definitely easier to trim and maintain. Now, into the roses this year, we ventured in and got Hot Cocoa. that was requested a lot last year. This is going to be kind of a rusty color, more of a rusty red, not so vibrant, but a nice lacy look to that, English style. So we also ventured this year into some of our climbers. We did Joseph's Coat, which is going to be a beautiful climbing rose, and Lady in Red. Now the question often comes to with climbing roses, maybe you decide that you want to put it in as a climber, you put a beautiful trellis in, and maybe you decide that you don't like the idea of a climbing rose. You can maintain these as a hybrid tea or a floribunda simply just by cutting them back and leaving them as a shorter rose. They don't necessarily always have to climb, but these couple here we do have as climbers that will do the sprawling effect if you let them. So they are going to get quite a bit taller if you don't keep them trimmed back. We did also do some of the proven winter roses, some of the drift roses, and then of course the jewel of the rose garden is always the rose trees. So this year we chose to do a 24-inch standard, and what that means is we have a stalk of rose from here to here is 24 inches tall. So you do have your height pretty well maxed out. And then at the top, they graft on the rose. So from the top is where you're going to get the height and the size of the roses. Nothing on the stem is going to happen. You're not going to have growth or shoots. But you're going to end up with a beautiful ball of roses at the top. So this year we did 2 colors, or actually 3 colors I see. We did Doris Day, so I still have some of that. She is a beautiful yellow rose in the floribunda, so lots of flowers. We also did a Drop Dead Red, gorgeous red color, and Ebb Tide in the tree roses were the 3 varieties that we chose this year based on color, fragrance, and size. So as you can see here at Wavra Farms, not only do we have shrubs and roses and lilacs, we have something pretty much for everyone. Check us out, and happy gardening.